Happy Monday. Happy post-Thanksgiving. Boogie's back, so this is awesome. We got the whole crew in effect. Did everybody have a great Thanksgiving? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Boogie, you went like on a whole trip.
Yeah, we went to the Smoky Mountains. Incredible time. I'm still recovering from the week. Just say I had a blast. Keep it simple.
Okay, I like this. I like this for you.
How smoky was it, Vic?
Okay, you know what? That's
You made sure they were smoking, baby.
let's do some basketball talk. You know what? We're gonna start everything Los Angeles right off the top of today's show. Start with the good. The Lakers, don't look now, sitting in that 2 spot, 7 straight wins for them, 15-4 on the season. We've done a lot of Houston, a lot of Denver talk. Maybe we should start doing a little more. I can't believe I'm about to say that. Lakers talk. I don't know where you're putting them, Chandler. I know where they are sitting right now in the standings. As far as the best team in the West, other than Oklahoma City, are you putting them there?
I still think they're a notch right below Houston and right below Denver. And look, they're a top 2 efficiency from the field team in the NBA, which is super impressive with such a heavy ISO backcourt with what Austin Reeves is doing and with what Luka Doncic is doing. It's super impressive that the way they play, they are still doing it scoring in such an efficient way. So kudos to them. JJ Redick has done a great job kind of giving them each the rock and spacing and different sets to kind of allow them to do what they do best. And the other guys, it's hard to talk about the Lakers and how, MVP year from Luka, all-star season from Austin Reeves, but you got to talk about DeAndre Ayton. He looks like he's found a home here and he's comfortable. The surprise of Jake LaRavia. Rui Hachimura, we don't even talk about him as a 4th, 5th option. He's averaging 15 points a game, shooting 55% from the field. So this is a well-balanced team, kind of a middle-of-the-pack team defensively. They're 17th, I think, in defensive rating. But their offense and the dynamic backcourt is so elite. They're really, really good at getting to the free throw line and making you defend without fouling. They slow the game down. They get downhill. And those 2 guards, it's hard to find another better scoring backcourt in the NBA than Luka and Austin Reeves right now.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I agree with you, Chandler. I think they're still right there in the mix with the Denvers of the world, with the Houstons of the world. The only separation I would see from them and Denver and being a solidified second-place team in the West, they just got to figure out what they're going to do with the bench, right? Like LaRavia he's emerged as a guy that can play, but their last game, he's scoreless, right? And so you got to find that consistency coming off the bench, especially in the postseason, especially late in the season. When when your team is so top heavy, you got to be able to go to the bench and withstand 6 to 7 minutes with your star players being off the bench. Who's going to be that guy for the Lakers? Looks like it's going to be LaRavia, but they got to get more out of him, and he got to be consistent. Then when I look over to Denver, I see Valanciunas, who's a guy that can hold it down. I see a Bruce Brown that knows his job and knows his position. Tim Hardaway Jr. can shoot the hell out of the basketball and can go off in bunches and score the basketball. That's the separation that I see from Denver and the Lakers as far as any teams that can compete with OKC in the West. But I like what the Lakers are doing. I like how Luka's playing. I obviously think Austin Reeves is going to be an all-star this year. LeBron as a facilitator makes them dangerous. He's not pressing at all on the offensive end. He's picking his spots to be aggressive and to go downhill and put pressure on the rim. So I like the Lakers a lot. I think they're still going to stay in that top 3 to 4 spot, but I don't know if that bench is going to give them what they need to withstand to be in the second place the year.
I agree with both guys. I think this Lakers team has, really surprised everybody early on in the season with how hot they have started. Obviously, that's credit to Luka and AR with the hot starts they've had to this season. I think, and I couldn't agree less with both guys. I think they're, a middle of the pack team. I think they've shown that they are in the hunt to, be a team to compete this season. But it's 2 glaring things, and it's 2 things that both of the guys said earlier. It's their defense, which is, I believe you said 17th, and also their bench. And with being a contending team, you have to be top 10 in multiple categories. Being 17th, that's a glaring issue for me. That's something they're going to have to continue to figure out throughout the season. And also the bench. Like Lou said, you look at all these other teams, you look at the firepower that they have coming off the bench, and you look at the Lakers, and the main guy that's really sticking out is LaRavia. So I do think that's something that has to be addressed. But I think they've shown us, they are a team that's trying to compete this season, but they do have some glaring holes that I do feel need to be fixed.
And I will say this, when we see them whole with LeBron in the lineup, the starting lineup's obviously going to be Reeves, Luka, LeBron, Rui, and DeAndre Ayton. So that does give a little bit more flexibility for guys like Gabe Vincent to kind of be that guy offensively, Marcus Smart, Jake LaRavia. So when they're whole, they do obviously have a little bit more depth. We just haven't really seen that consistently in this first 20 game sample size. So that is a weakness. Defense, I don't think they're ever going to be a lockdown clamp defense with those two guards, the way they play, the way they score the basketball, the way they need them fully energized on the offensive end. I don't know if they'll ever be a top defensive team, but their offense can be so good. They can get to the free throw line so much that can almost outweigh the way the game's played now of having a weaker defense.
But Chandler, you got to see the consistency though. Like at some point, we got to see the Gabe Vincent that we saw in Miami, right? Like we got to see him put 5 to 10, 15 games together where we say, okay, we trust your ability. We trust what you're doing. LaRavia, he's gotten to that point now where he's on that scouting report. So it's a little different now. You want to see these guys turn the corner and be the consistent, especially we know who they are. Marcus Smart, we're not even going to challenge that. We know what he brings to the table. Toughness, defensive mind, and can knock down open shots. Got a little floater in the lane that he can go to. We know who Marcus Smart is. Gabe Vincent, LaRavia, they got to be consistent. Not just every once in a while have these big games or have these big flashy games. We got to see this night in and night out, especially if you're talking about a team that's trying to compete for a championship.
Yeah.
Can we focus on Luka for a second, Boogie? And I want to start with you on this one. He's leading the league in scoring. He's 4th in assists. We've spoken of him as an MVP year in, year out. He's never quite made it to the top of that mountain yet. What would have to happen for him to win that award?
I mean, at this point, I think it's falling on just outshining OKC. And part of that snake is Shea. And I think that's almost impossible at this point. I think Luka's playing incredible basketball. He's definitely an MVP caliber player this season, but it's just hard to outshine Shea and the OKC Thunder right now. They've lost one game. It doesn't look like they're losing anytime soon. They may be a team to challenge that Warriors record this season. It's going to be hard to, gain that award this year over the likes of Shea or Nikola Jokic, but he's doing everything he can in his power. It's more so about the supporting cast and, the finished product at the end of each game. That's, as of right now, kind of separating the two. So outside of that, I can't really see anything else being the answer.
Yeah, it's a tough year, right? Like it's a tough year.
It's going to be a tough decade. Like
it's a tough era. Like it's
a
like,
really tough era.
Okay, he's calling me crazy because I said he has to do something above and beyond. I'm just saying, like it has nothing to do with Luka. These other two guys, Shea has the winning. He has the averaging 30. Joker has the triple doubles, and he's right there in the 3 spot. Like Luka has to do something above and beyond, and he's done that. So he's walked down the Denver Nuggets and got that second place. Now you're there. Now what do you have to do? You got to do something else that's extravagant, which is now you got to go get Shea as well to have that conversation. That's the only thing I was saying. Luka is doing everything in his power to give himself a chance to go get that MVP, go get that elusive first MVP. But it's 2 other guys. Their numbers are right there. Their winning percentages are right there. He has to be in that mix for him to even be considered because it's Shea's to lose. And then we're going to give Jokic the nod right after that. And then it's going to be Luka. Now Luka is in that conversation by getting to that second spot.
Yeah, it's like if you blindfold us, or if you just take all the teams, the records, everything away, and see all these stats of these 3 guys, and even throw Giannis in there, really, you wouldn't know which way to go. Honestly, if you looked at every single stat, it's the difference maker is OKC is 20-1, and they're on pace for a historic season. And if they win 70+ games, it really doesn't matter what the other 2 guys do because they're going to put up crazy numbers. They're going to win 50+ games. They're going to be on home court advantage teams. It just doesn't matter when you're going up against what OKC is going to provide us this year. So as good as Jokic has been, as good as Giannis has been, Luka, you ask what he needs. He needs, it sounds horrible to say, he needs an injury from both of those guys to get it because they're going to consistently.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. And again, I hate to even put it out there.
Candle.
That's the only way I see this trajectory changing because those guys are too good and their teams are too good and they're going to probably win more games than the Lakers. Like, what else can Luka do?
Nothing. I feel like, you know what it feels like? It feels like Josh Allen never really getting over the top because Patrick Mahomes was at the same time. Like, I feel like he may never get one just because the era is so damn tough. But the good news is he's got Austin Reeves. This little power duo we got going on here, Lou. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have seen these two guys coming? Maybe half, yes. And we know Austin Reeves can do great things, but together,